How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today going to be showing off a team that essentially has no limits. And what I mean by this is that they raise their own attack with every single super attack, so it is essentially a team that has no limits. So you're probably wondering what is happening right now, and I kind of just went through the entirety of the events that I was doing, and I realized, oh wait, I forgot to go over what the cards can actually do. So technically this is the end of the video, but the start, so it's going to be a bit confusing for you guys. So we have the Gohan here, who I actually, in hindsight, I mentioned that has a mechanic similar to all of these other guys, but in fact, he has a mechanic that I'll bring up, but it just doesn't necessarily work the same way. So to just quickly go over these mechanics, because I kind of messed it up later on, this Gohan raises his attack for 3 turns, but he has a support unit that gives the 25% attack and defensive increase and a 2 key. Then you have the Super Saiyan 2 Saiyaman, who does the exact same, raises his attack for 3 turns and gets a 90% stat increase, or attack increase, pardon me. And then you have the Ultimate Gohan, who raises his attack with every single super attack, not for 3 turns. That is the biggest difference between the two. You have a Vegito Blue that raises his attack and defense with every single super attack. Ultra Instinct raises his attack with every single super attack. Of course, you have the other Vegito Blue friend there as well. And then you have the Kaioken Goku that raises his attack with every single super attack. So there is a bit of difference between these 5 and of course the Saiyaman as well as the Gohan. But I just want to reiterate that before someone corrects me later on in the video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. But I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. And to be honest, the setup that we have now is very good. We aren't going to be having the Fierce Battle link active too frequently, just because unfortunately we don't have too many units with that particular link, and we also don't have multiple units with the Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle link. The only unit on this particular team with Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan is actually Vegito Blue, so that's just great. But you know what? It is what it is. I thought it'd be a nice little video to make. It's kind of different from a few things I've done before, and I've not necessarily frequently, or recently rather, but I saw someone comment quite a while back that I should make a few videos on like random teams like I used to. And basically, I just used to make videos like random leads and teams that kind of took no damage in a sense. It was kind of all over the place more. Basically, teams that required a bit more thought, if that makes any sense at all. So, going to try to get back into a few of those. And there we go. That is him taken care of. Unfortunately, that Vegito Blue in the last slot is going to have his attack reset. But this actually is a decent lineup. They both have shocking speed, so it works perfectly, actually. They must both have Saiyan lineage as well. Yeah, it makes sense. And then we're going to have Ultra Instinct coming back round with the Vegito Blue. I already tried out this Kaioken Goku, and he is very, very good. He is solid. And one good thing about this Kaioken mechanic is that the passive, or the super attack mechanic I should say, no longer resets after every single phase change. It lasts up until the end of the event, which was a great change. The way that, I mean, the reason why they did it is because they've released Super 17, and if they had it so that you needed to get his attack to build up every single stage, that would have just been a pain to work with. So they did have to change a mechanic that was a particular way for such a long time, but I'm glad they did. It should have been like that from the very start, but it would be cool if it just stayed there when you're changing stages on, you know, this particular boss rush stage, or just any boss rush stage in general. But unfortunately, that is not the case. And we are going to get a super attack off here with pretty much everyone, but Vegito Blue should be able to clear him out by himself. And there we go, moving on to the first super attack. And already, his attack stat is almost at that 1 million mark. And, okay, now it's at the 1 million mark. But I legit thought that the super attack would have hit for at least 1 million with a crit, but it didn't there, to my surprise. Now we can move on to the next stage, where we have ST Ultimate Gohan and Kaioken Goku, which was a partnership that I honestly didn't expect to work this well, but I'm going to be keeping Ultimate Gohan here because he does have the guarding against all types. Pretty high defensive stat as well. And then I'm going to, you know, let's give him a bit of an attack increase with the Future Bulma item. Provides a 25% attack increase for 2 turns. Right, what can my boy Gohan do here? Okay then. I mean, on top of the fact that he does several potential system buffs, it makes sense that he is tanking out well. Well, I kind of expected 4-digit damage at the very least, but maybe that was with the guarding. Nope. Okay. I wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. But that Bulma item gave him a massive increase, gone up to 670k. And apparently, the stacking only works with the second super attack for certain units. I don't know which ones in particular, but I think, well, it's kind of hard to tell, because it's like, if you're super attacking the first time round, it's like, how can you tell the difference between the first and second attack? I mean, you can tell the difference, but you don't actually know if you're getting that buff, if that makes any sense at all, because you didn't have an attack prior to the actual buff. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyway, let's go forward with the Ultra Instinct Goku, who still needs that awakening, but nothing thus far. Everyone thought it was going to be the 3rd year anniversary, but it just didn't happen. To be honest, to me, the 3rd year anniversary feels kind of underwhelming, but the reason why is simply because of the units that we got. Don't get me wrong, it's extremely hype. I think it's dope that we got, you know, these Dokkan Fest LRs, but at the same time, it's like, it's nothing we haven't seen before, because we already have, like, how many Gogetas in the game, how many Vegitos in the game. We already got the TEQ Vegito Blue, and then we got another Super Vegito. And prior to that, we had a physical Super Vegito, so it's just like, we've already seen these units before, so it would be nice to see something else. I mean, I'm happy that they did they did what they did, but I don't know, it feels kind of weird to me, especially when you consider that the only thing that they really introduced was the transformation mechanic, and even then, it's just like, it's never gonna go off. So it would have been cool to see something else, but you know what, I'm still happy with it nonetheless. We have a lot of good things, like, already. For example, we have the Porunga Wishes, which is by far one of the better things about a celebration, and we have another set that should be starting in around 6 hours or so, depends on when this video is going up. So we have another set of wishes to go, which is dope, because we can get another set of Kais, more orbs, more training items, awakening medals. There is a lot to get from those particular, from those particular wishes. And we still have things like the tickets, which I believe lasted up until March. We are potentially going to be getting another Dokkan Fest somewhat soon, so there are a lot of possibilities here. The current Dokkan Fest, don't quote me on this, but I think it lasts up until the end of the month. I could be wrong, but there's still quite a bit to go over. And now here we go with Vegito Blue. They can grab this, and they can grab these with the other Vegito Blue. And surprisingly, haven't taken out that much help from him. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised here. Alright, never mind. But it's a bit of a shame that Ultra Instinct Goku doesn't have Super Saiyan, because it takes away from Vegito Blue as well as himself, and even a fist battling. But it makes sense. He isn't the Super Saiyan, so it is what it is. Can we get one more super attack after this one? Though? That was a normal attack. Can we get a super attack? And we do, in fact, get the super attack. So now his attack stat is at 1.6 mil without the Super Saiyan link being active and fierce battle. So he is missing out on a 25% attack increase there. But Ultra Instinct Goku is getting there. If I'm not mistaken, the Ultra Instinct Goku gets a 30% attack increase per super attack. I believe Vegito Blue is either 25 or 30%. It varies with every single unit. I believe it's the units like the physical Kaioken Goku get a 50% stat increase. That not stat, but like attack. You know what I mean? There are certain units that kind of differ when it comes to the amount of increases that they get from mechanics like this. We're moving forward nonetheless. And there are, again, that kind of sounded weird probably, but there are different mechanics that work in such a way that it still kind of differs from what I'm doing right now. So what I'm doing right now is that they legit get a consistent attack increase. Every single time you super attack, they get stronger and stronger. And now you're probably wondering, what's the difference between this and just the other units I'm about to talk about? Well, when it comes to units like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, they get an attack increase for a period of time. So it will stop at some point because it reaches its limit essentially, unless you are consistently getting additional super attacks to go off, which is completely reliant on RNG. And even then, I'm pretty certain that it would have a limit. But when it comes to mechanics that are like, for 3 turns, you get an attack increase, they have a limit. When it comes to units like Kaioken Goku, Ultimate Gohan, Vegito Blue, that just regular raise their own attack, that is consistently going to be getting higher and higher. Units like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta have a mechanic where it greatly raises attack, but it's only for 1 turn. There are certain mechanics that do differ. Okay, now we have pretty much the same setup I had last time, so we can keep going here. And very close to Dokkan mode. Just wanted to check the time on the recording. We are almost 10 minutes into this, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to see how long the stage takes, because I don't want it to be too long, but I don't want it to be too short. Probably will end up making this video around the 15-minute mark as always. And I'm trying to be honest, I will most likely end up I messed up there, not gonna lie to you guys. Okay. I messed up there. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, it is what it is. Ultimate Gohan's gonna go out of it. But you know what? Let's get the other Vegito Blue in the shine. But I will most likely be uploading this on the 12th of the month. Because I still have a few ideas in mind. Oh my word, that was terrible. Because I still have a few videos that I want to upload today. Well, technically it'll be the 11th for you guys, most likely. But the 12th for me. So, probably will upload... Well, if this video does in fact come out on the 12th. You know, well, you know, in fact came out. But this is basically a video from the past / future. I don't know which one. I'm not too tired at this point. But we have... I'm probably going to do a mod video on fighters. And then I'm going to do something regarding Android 17. I don't know. I may save that one for tomorrow. I'm still undecided. I kind of want to make a discussion on Android 17. But obviously Dokkan related. Right, can Ultimate Gohan do anything here? 1.1 million attack stat. Level 20 crit. 40% chance to get a crit. And we didn't get a crit. But you know what? It doesn't even matter because it was more than enough to take him out. And now we have the STR stage. Oda. Okay, wow. It doesn't happen too frequently, but it actually kept them in a decent rotation. It locked them in place perfectly. And here we go. Ultimate Gohan. Well, not Ultimate Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with that type advantage. I'm not going to lie to you guys. When it comes to certain units, the attack increase is just so much more notable. For example, Vegito Blue. The attack increase that he gets is extremely notable. If you compare it to a unit like the Ultimate Gohan, I don't know if it's just me, but the attack increase that I'm seeing, it's way more significant. I don't know if it's just me, but that's what I tend to see. And yeah, I was about to say, is the Super Saiyan link? I mean, okay, let's just go with this. Unfortunately, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman didn't get too much shine, but if you want to check him out at his best, I made a video of him and LR Trunks at 100%. So if you haven't seen that already, do go ahead and check it out. They make an absolutely incredible partnership. And here we go with the TEQ Vegito Blue. Attack stat just under 1 million, but 2 super attacks should be... Okay, never mind. I didn't expect a crit, so I was like, you know what? 2 super attacks should be enough to take him out. And did it lock it? Oh, I think it locked it in place perfectly? Perfectly. Kind of. Thankfully, the Gohan is getting an... oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah, thankfully, the Gohan is getting a key boost from the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but that worked out perfectly. Okay. Not every single day that happens, but the physical type key just came my way. It legit just came out of nowhere. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna slide in here. I'm just gonna work out well. Okay, here we go. Now, what are we gonna do here? Can Omega Shenron? Yeah, he can actually tank those hits. I didn't expect him to tank that well. This is definitely one of the tougher events in the game. He legit can't do anything. He can't steal super attacks. He can't stun. And I'm pretty certain that there are actually Dokkan events in the game where he can't lower attack, which is. They based, like, by doing it, you're making certain units obsolete, which is why we need a spike in difficulty. I mean, this is a spike in difficulty, don't get me wrong, but, like, with the release of units like LR Vegito and Gogeta, there needs to be some sort of spike in difficulty, and it was a massive surprise to me and pretty much everyone else that it wasn't a spike in difficulty, because at the moment, the hardest events in the game are Super Battle Road. I think there needs to be a balance between Super Battle Road and basically Boss Rush. I think that's the best way of putting it. So, Boss Rush right now is way too easy for the majority of the players in the game, let's be fair here. Super Battle Road is extremely hard, even with players that have a good box. I mean, intelligence and physical, let's be real here, it's pretty easy now if you have the LRs. Even without the LRs, you can do it. I made several videos on that. So, when it comes to the difficulty of the events, I feel like it needs to be between Super Battle Road and Boss Rush. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Maybe slightly below Boss Rush level. Oh, not Boss Rush. I get it too confused. Super Battle Road. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. And I kind of just realized I didn't actually go over what these guys do. So, to quickly reiterate,